Greetings and welcome back. Up until about a year ago, I didn't have any Japanese pressings whatsoever. I always thought they were too expensive, or what's the difference? I just didn't want to go down that road. However, there's a couple of guys at the record fairs here in Perth started specialising in Japanese pressings. So I started looking into it. And I kind of adopted this philosophy that if the price is right, I'm just going to get it, eh? And I'll give you an example. There's a few Black Sabbath records I haven't got. One of them's a 7th star. If you go on eBay, you're looking in excess of $100 for like a UK pressing or a US pressing, and the Japanese pressings are even more. So I was at the record fair last week, and this guy was selling Japanese pressings. I was looking for this box, and I came across the 7th star for like $55. It was. I was that cheeky. I said to the guy, "What's the best you'll do on this?" And he said, just give us 50, mate. I went, oh, sweet, happy days. So I picked it up. And that's kind of been my philosophy for the past year, that if I come across one and I think it's a good price compared to everywhere else, I'm just going to grab it, eh? So that was last week at the record fair. Also, there's another guy at the record fair last week selling Japanese pressings. And I came across this for $30. I picked it up. The Beatles Help album. It's got a little tear in the obi there, but I can fix that up. I picked it up, I said, bloody hell, $30. What's wrong with this? So I pulled the record out of the sleeve and I put it under the light and that, and I was like, looked like there was a scratch in it. So I put it under the light and just put my little finger across it, and I couldn't really feel anything. I thought, well, for $30, I'm going to give it a chance. So I picked it up and I popped it on the turntable on Monday, and it sounds absolutely immaculate, eh? And where that supposed scratch was, it looked like a scratch. There's nothing. It was no interference with the sound whatsoever. It was absolutely perfect. I couldn't believe it, eh? Absolutely superb. That's the first Beatles Japanese pressing that I've got. The first of many. So I grabbed that. And in the same box, the guy had this for $15. I was like, what the hell? Alcatraz, No Parole from Rock and Roll. Graham Bonnet and vocals. Young Ingvar Malmsteen there. I couldn't believe it, eh? And the thing about Japanese pressings is, 9 times out of 10, in fact, you could say 99 times out of 100, they're in like immaculate condition. I don't know what it is, whether Japanese people look after the stuff better than everyone else in the world, but I've found records here, and you pull the record out, and you're like, what the hell? Looks like they've either used it as a frisbee or they've eaten a lunch off it or something, but I've not come across a bad Japanese pressing yet. Absolutely amazing. And so the next two, the guy who sold me the Black Sabbath one last week, a few record fairs back, he was selling these two for $35 each. The first one was Y&T's Main Streak, and Twisted Sisters Come Out and Play. So I had to grab them as well. I couldn't believe it, eh? And this Twisted Sister one, you lift the flap up there, and you got Dee Snider coming at you. Happy days, absolutely amazing. Again at a record fair. I meant to mention this the other day when I did my Sex Pistols video, but I completely forgot about it. But here it is today. Japanese pressing of Flogging a Dead Horse by the Sex Pistols. Again, absolutely immaculate condition. I couldn't believe it, $35. I've had the UK pressing for years. Here's the UK pressing. Completely different cover. You got the big dog poo on the back. But yeah, couldn't believe I found that. That was such a score, eh? So I made up with that. The first Japanese pressing I bought about a year ago, and I found this at the record fair for $30, and that was The Gospel According to the Men in Black, the Stranglers. Absolutely amazing condition. That was the one that started the ball rolling. After that I was like, you know what, I'm going to look into this Japanese pressing business. So there you go, the first one. Then there's a guy selling this on eBay for $60, free postage, and it wasn't far from me. It was like north of Perth, I think it was. And that was my favourite Stranglers album, The Raven, with the 3D cover. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not, but the Raven moves differently to the backdrop there. But absolutely amazing. I've got the original album down there, but this is the Japanese one. $60 free postage, what more can you ask for? Happy days. Right, my last two. These are probably the most expensive ones I've bought so far. But even saying that, they were still about half the price of what they are on Discogs. So I found these on eBay. Some guy over in Sydney was selling them. And that's Iron Maiden's self-titled album. And Killers, Japanese pressings. Absolutely amazing. So the first of many, who knows what's coming next. So that's 10 Japanese pressings I picked up so far this year. But I think that's just a start, eh? So watch this space for more to come. Take it easy, folks. Have a good day. Bye for now.